Brew and Vine, but I started when I went to the left and was looking through the spirits, and then I wound up and looked at the beer, and then I hadn't even realized they had bold beer. But then that's where Pocket was. She's over there getting stuff, and I was like, oh, I said I hadn't even gotten over here yet. So anyway, it was fun. We had a good time.
Drecker is so good. Love their sours. Yeah, their sours are fantastic. I like their IPAs quite a bit. Like, so pretty much everything they do. Like I think the one we liked the least was the one we had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the ice, no, it's Perts or ice Purdy or Perts these days.
It was the Pert, these days or something. Yeah. It was the gummy sour.
Yeah.
Best Buy usually creates a quandary for me. So what it's supposed to be, Best Buy is supposed to be, that is the freshest it's going to be. Like if you're talking food products or whatever, Best Buy should be the freshest it's going to be. But if you eat it after that or drink it, it's not going to kill you.
Right.
Use by in theory is like, you probably could, but you shouldn't have it after that date. Like usually that's what you'll see, more on, like meats and things like that. But yeah, that's the differentiation. So Best Buy just means the freshest, the highest quality, like taste, flavors, all that kind of stuff. And then after that, it just starts kind of deteriorating in flavor, but not actually like, oh God, I'm sick now.
Well, I've noticed on Mother Road, they have started packaging their stuff like in the cardboard 4-packs, not the plastic. And on the outside on the box, I think it says sell by. So I actually had to pull some off the shelf the other day because for some reason Tower Station has not been selling very well at the store. But then what was weird, the can itself has a canned on date. So after that, I realized, because I was like, well, this isn't very good, from a retailer's perspective.
Right.
When it has that date on it where it's a sell by, even, like anybody can make that decision whether they want to buy it or not when it's a sell by. But at least if it's canned on, that's kind of up to your own personal. Yeah, I don't care. I'll drink it. Or
right. Yeah, canned on is it's usually like, okay, how many months do you still deem that this is like something you want to drink?
Yeah.
What is with sell by? Does that mean you have to remove that as a retailer, or what is the?
That's what I honestly don't know. Usually that is, and usually it's something that's more perishable, of a product than beer, because that's not gonna go bad. It's just not gonna, like you were saying, by the used buys or the Best Buy.
Right.
Those are a little bit more toward the.
Yeah.
Sell by is just, I don't know, maybe they're trying to market it like so that it's okay still being on the shelf, but once you go past that date, then it's not. So.
Yeah, sell by is weird to me. Like, so that one is like a more of a gray term. Like I've always had to like look that up before. Like when we get stuff sometimes from Costco, if we get like the fresh, like different things that they produce, like at that back area, like by their rotisserie chickens, they'll make different things, and all that stuff has a sell by date. And I'm like, and then we'll take it home, and all of a sudden, like at that day, all of a sudden, my wife will be like, oh, we got to eat this. And it's like, well, I mean, it's sell by. It's probably have a couple days after that. And like, so there's like a window with that one. Like it's all, again, it's, if it was you got to eat it, but I would say the used by.
You got to eat this by.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's where
don't even open the container after this date, because it'll just be like a puff of smoke. Just come out of there.
I think that's where you also have to just trust your senses and, how does it look? How does it smell? And then you go with the
container is slowly like turning into a circle,
gassing. Don't do that.
Maybe stay away from that one.
Can't do that.
But yeah, like I said, that's the one that's kind of strange for me. Marble Brewery makes a ton of stuff. Unabashedly bold beer. I don't know if this one is unabashedly bold, but it's good.
Yeah.
Especially for that price.
And it's got a couple months on it. Well, I'm guessing it's probably already been around for a couple months.
Yeah, I wonder when the can was based on that. But they've got the one that interested me here was there's a double white triple berry, which is blueberry, raspberry, and boysenberry infused wheat beer, and it's 7%. Huh. I was like, okay. I'm like, I would try that.
Jade, they've got the usual.
Yeah, Jade would get out of bed for that. That's true. But yeah, they've got some other IPAs and different things. They've got some, I don't know, they're super interesting seasonal. They have a pumpkin noir. Have we had that one? That name seems very familiar.
That seems like something that we've had from what's the place? What's it called? The place in Michigan. They have the Jolly Pumpkin. Is it Jolly Pumpkin? Is that the brewery?
Oh yeah. That's, you mean Shipyard Brewing, but they're
the Shipyard, but then there's
that who has it actually is called Jolly Pumpkin.
I think and they have all those kind of crazy, and they probably have something called Pumpkin Noir. Okay. That sounds like that, but
we should try this one this year, August 18th. We need to look for that one.
Okay.
8%. We'll start our pumpkin beer torture.
I just got to remember when I do venture in that area. I just need to stop at Plaza more often just to look
Yeah,
around.
that sounds like
because they
a
had
nice
some
selection of
things.
stuff.
Yeah, they had some things that I don't see.
Safe Word IPA is another beer that they have. I'm seeing on their website. That's funny. It's available on my birthday,
January 28th.
Oh my! Why didn't I get it?
Maybe that was
Pink lemonade lager. I could do without that. Belgian. Oh, Belgian lager. No, what is it? That's not a Belgian lager. It's a Belgian IPA. American hop flavor greets Belgian ale yeast. Interesting. Coriander and curacao orange. Interesting. I've been watching a lot of like mixed drink things on TikTok as of late. There's one guy I love on there right now. He is one of those people that goes in. He doesn't actually work for like the different like restaurants and things like that. He goes in when they're like, we want to set up a new, like drink, like complete like plan or like drink, themed whatever.
Menu, yep.
He would go in and like create and be like, okay, here's the syrup you'd make. And so like he kind of creates all that kind of stuff.
That's
But he
cool.
sits there now and he like just as people do their little drinks on TikTok, he goes through and he talks about them. And it's interesting, even though they're going really fast during their pours, they'll be like, he'll be saying things like, oh, that's the classic mix. That's the right ratio. Like kind of talking those things a little bit. And then he'll do like, oh, I would definitely try that. That's an 8 out of 10. Like, different things like that. But I really enjoy him quite a bit. But yeah, he's had a, yeah. But
that
he's
person
had
sucks. Oh, they're totally doing it wrong.
I have seen him sometimes saying like, oh, that's awfully sweet. Like, but what made me truly love him was at some point he said the words like the guy, I think someone was making some sort of martini or something like that. And he was like, yes, martini's only made with, he's like, if you're using vodka, he's like, you don't know what you're doing for a martini. I'm like, oh my God, you were my hero. I'm like, follow. How many times can I like all of your videos? It's like, you were correct. He actually said I should look it up because I actually commented on the video because he said something even more kind of like almost like Frasier level scathing of vodka as your martini. And he was like, yeah, it was almost like you're not very brave or something like that. Hey, Dorcius, how's it going? Good to see you. How are you?
That's a new name.
No,
Is that a new? No?
No.
Okay.
Door's been around a while.
Okay.
Just threw something away today that said used by July 21st. I didn't want it today, so it went out. I hate it when it gets by me. Used by it's today, July 21st. Yeah, if you weren't going to have it today,
It was ice. They were ice cubes. No, I'm just kidding.
they were ice cubes.
They were no.
We've been talking about used by dates, Dorcius, and we've been talking about Best Buy and all the different weird dating packaging things that people try and throw at you. It has been interesting to say the least, trying to figure some of that stuff out. But yeah, we've got multiple featured beverages. I think one of them you heard about the other day that you're probably interested in, but there's the links to everything we're going to be doing. Currently having the Marble Brewery Desert Fog Hazy IPA.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to leave with my vodka. You need it in certain drinks. It is definitely a thing that you need to use. I have vodka like around, but like I said, yeah, when it comes to the martini, I was happy that someone said that. He seems like a younger guy, at least younger than I am. So anybody younger than me is a young guy. Everyone in this chat is pretty much young.
These kids these days.
Cute Keith ice cubes. Yeah. I can't use these ice cubes anymore.
Never used by today.
But no, or like your flavor. I mean, like, if you're making obviously like lemon drops and like, yes, vodka has its place, but it's just, certain things that people want to put it in. It's like, ooh, there's something better.
Yeah.
You have a better option.
Whoa.
Let's hold up. And a lot of people lately have been doing like pina coladas and different things. That's been kind of like the mixed, like, I don't know if, the summer mixed drink, it seems like that's taken over above
Not
margaritas.
with vodka.
Not with vodka. No, I switched topics lately.
Oh, okay.
Keep up.
Okay. So we're to rum now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Rum.
they were doing rum, but then they were actually using, like, I think we've even talked about it before with smoothies, but like with that, use frozen pineapple to make it instead of ice cubes. So then you can actually use the real pineapple in there, blend it together, and then you get that nice kind of frothy, but you're not using ice cubes and watering it down. A little bit of coconut milk in there and like everything. I was actually like, I'm not usually a pina colada or a daiquiri guy, but I'm like, man, that sounds delicious.
Make yourself a nice foo-foo drink with fresh fruit on it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that in the summertime, of course. Of course. So you had a little bit of a staycation last week. Did you guys like do any like?
Yeah. There was this art piece we've been wanting to get hung up on the wall, which required a little bit of
it was a nude male
thinking.
drawing of you.
Yes. No. Not
so
like
glad he waits till after they get together.
Not like
the Summer
not like
George.
the final episode or in the final season of Frasier with the Niles painting.
Oh God,
no, not like that.
Yeah, okay.
So see, I get there.
Yeah, it does sound delicious.
We did that. We just took care of some things around and relaxed and just kind of enjoyed and sometimes, especially it would have kind of been last minute planning. That can be a little bit not stressful, but it's not as relaxing as just hanging out, and especially given the circumstances, it was a good thing to just relax and have some time, and then Pocket started her new job on Monday, which so far
nice.
Going well.
So far going well.
Yes. So it's going very well. So
good.
Very happy
I'm glad
for her and with that, the way that has started out. So yeah. And you guys did La Jolla?
Yeah, we were kind of a little bit. The main place, like I said, the Airbnb that we got was in Oceanside. So, but then we made a couple different trips into La Jolla because we always like going in there. So we went to Public House, obviously, and I had food there. Had the surf and turf burger that I always have to get. And actually, I tweeted about that, and Bree, I don't know if she's here in chat. She might already be sleeping. She was tired, but she was like, "Oh, you need to tell me what you think might be in there, and I'll figure out a way to recreate it." So I was talking to her about that. But yeah, that was always really good. Beers, they were really. I only had a couple beers, but I think I tweeted or Untapped about both of them. So
yeah, I was following your beverage,
my thread,
your beverage journey.
Yeah, the IPA was good, and then that stout was really good too. That was pretty delicious. That barrel aged one. They had a bunch. Like they had actually like usually the stouts at that place, because usually they're kind of a little more. They have a little bit of everything. They used to be more like Belgian, English kind of beer focused with some IPA things, and I think now they've kind of just gone, the way of everybody else, and like there's a little mixture of everything. But usually their stouts and things are a little bit, but they had like 2 or 3. I was like, man, I almost can't pick, because I wasn't gonna have more than one. I was like, I can't pick almost one of these. So that was, like I said, that was nice. And then, but the real place, like I said, the thing we're having later from the Pacific Coast Spirits that really like, that place was neat. It was kind of like gastropub, like you'd go, or like kind of that kind of place. But then obviously it was all spirits. I mean, they had beers on tap, but it's like you go to some place like that. It's like, if you went to a steakhouse and ordered chicken. I mean, who would you don't do that. So it's like the same thing. It's like they make their own, like, and they tons of stuff. Because actually, I was in Dorsey's chat last night, and he was talking about he brought up the website, and he was looking at it himself, and was like, because they make brandy, and they make brandy, they make. They can't call it tequila because it's not made in Mexico, so I think they call it agave spirit. Okay. So they do that because it's with 100% blue agave, and they do all the stuff, but they just can't call it that. So
right, it has to come from a certain area.
Yeah. So they had a couple different types of gin. Obviously, they had a vodka. They had some brandy. Like I said, multiple kinds of whiskeys. They even had like a white rye whiskey, basically just like an unaged whiskey.
Right.
So they had that, but their drinks were really good. Like I said, we went there kind of got there just as happy hour was ending, so we were able to put in an order for a few happy hour things.
Really quickly.
It kind of was. We sat down, and also we saw
5
that.
rounds, please?
Yeah, we saw that, and all of a sudden it was like, can we we're like, are we still? And the waitress says you got 10 minutes, and we're like, okay, we want to order, and like we just quickly ordered like certain appetizer things and stuff, but yeah, the couple drinks that I had, I put pictures up of that on YouTube. Yeah, they have quite a variety of stuff. Yeah, I was surprised because we've got a few local distilleries here in town, and the one, which I always forget their name. What's our distillery here in town?
Hamilton or
Mix the Dorado.
Yeah, it's Whiskey Del Bach.
Whiskey Del Bach. Yeah,
but is that Hamilton Distillers though?
I don't know.
I don't know. Something. There's.
But Whiskey Del Bach is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Like they don't do, like I said, they kind of stick within that same genre. Like I don't think they have a lot of the other stuff, but they, like I said, this place, they did kind of everything, and so a little bit more age on. So I think the one we have that we're going to try today, I think is like 4 years aged, which was a little bit surprised. I was like, oh, that's nice. Cause usually it seems like, especially when these distilleries first start kind of getting going, it's like, oh, it's a couple years aged, or they're, pushing their other things. But yeah, they kind of do similar to what we've talked about with Pinhook, where it's like they kind of, at least with their whiskeys, they're kind of going for like, we do 2 different batches of this type of thing every year, and then it's like when that's gone, and we're kind of always doing different things, but staying like, they always have a single malt, but maybe that malt that they use for the single malt changes every time. So like this time this one was corn, or this one was they kind of change that kind of stuff up. Not corn, but obviously, like I said, they kind of switched through those things. So that was interesting. But yeah, their mixed drinks were good, and just the atmosphere was nice. And you're in California, so it's the open door, just kind of nice airy atmosphere.
The cooler, yeah,
a little bit cooler. I mean, I still would like air conditioning. Even the Airbnb that we were in, it was like, hey, we can open the windows and put these fans. It's not bad, but I still like AC. It's still not enough. I think if I lived in California, I'd still need air conditioning.
Oh yeah, because there are some hot Southern California.
Yeah. Even if you're in the beach here, it's like just thinking about going to bed. Like, no, I at least need an AC, at least in the bedrooms, for God's sakes, something. But
I got the email from Frey Ranch. They have free shipping this week, I think. something from
Oh,
Frey
really?
Ranch. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's just they didn't have anything. It wasn't anything special in particular, as from what I could see, at least on the email. But they did have.
Yes, I'm over 21.
Gonna have the free shipping.
Oh, this is the one I want. Why can't this one be available? I already said I was. I've already got my email address. I desperately want the sing. Oh my gosh, they have a rye and a bourbon of the single of the barrel proof. Oh, damn it. Why are these things not available to me?
They go quickly, I know, when they are available. But
Yeah, the one time I think they had it, it was like...
Here's the email that says we have it, and here's the email that says we don't.
I think it lasted a couple hours, which was fine, but it was just like, it was one of those things like I just didn't see it. Like, I didn't look at it till later. Did you know liquor doesn't make you fat? It makes you lean against tables, chairs, floors, and ugly people. Oh my God, Guardian down. Makes me fall asleep sometimes. Beer seems to make me fall asleep more and more as I get older. I don't know why. Like if I have a beer or two, like if I have a beer, like also it's like, I don't know if it's because of the liquid bread nature of it, just the carbs itself just make me.
Could be.
I don't know.
So fortunately, we're not having too much beer. We're just having maybe one beer.
Yeah, the total of one beer, right? Exactly.
We come back from it. It's me fumbling with the controls, trying to make us come back, and Andrew's just like
trying
already,
to keep it going.
Yes,
right, exactly.
Andrew's asleep.
Sleep completely. But yeah, Guardian Down, good to see you. 2 is the new one. That could be. Maybe that's the new math that I need. But yeah, no, this was pretty good. Yeah, that's fine for a couple bucks. I mean, I would like a little more flavor, I guess, but then that's where I'd have to spend more money.
Yep.
That's kind of the whole idea. Yeah, well, that's nice that at least Frey Ranch is having. Yeah, if people have seen any of our reviews for Frey Ranch and their whiskeys, both of them, they're fantastic. You can find them. I have been told by someone in chat, you can find them sometimes at other places online a little bit cheaper. But maybe if you can actually get free shipping this week and get that on there.
So they do have them here at Total Wine.
Excuse me.
You can get them at Total Wine.
No,
here.
No, online. At online. Other online stores have had them for like $10 cheaper per thing, as opposed to their actual website.
Okay.
But again, then sometimes that shipping is more and whatever else. But anyway, free shipping right now at Frey Ranch if that's going on. So like I said, I was definitely worth checking out because their stuff is fantastic.
Use code SUMMER for shipping on us this week.
Okay.
So anyway,
shipping on summer. Summertime.
A little Will Smith.
Yeah. That kind of deal will slap you right in the face.
There we go.
There we go.
Pre-slap Will.
Pre-slap Will. Is that going to be the new thing before slap, after slap?
Instead of Willie Style or Big Willie Style, it's pre-slap Willie.
Pre-slap Willie. Isn't that movie with Michael Jackson and the giant orca?
Oh, that's free pre-slap Willie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's tough to say.
It is. I don't know.
Glad we're not trying this at the end of the show.
Yeah. These verbal gymnastics are difficult. All right. Should we get the other beer? We get into it?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's get some beverages going here. Let's wait, do I have Spotify going? No. Hold on.
Make sure you pick something up tempo and peppy.
Yeah.
Maybe some EDM to let everyone
I could put on some EDM if you'd like. Their rye and barrel proof would be nice. Yeah, they have the rye and the bourbon are both in barrel proof. Like I said, again, hard to find. That would probably be a fun trip. I think they do tours and things at their distillery, so that'd be pretty neat to look at. We'll get a walk around there. We'll do this. We haven't done this in a while. We'll do the chip tune. Feels like winning. All right, that's the song.
Feels like winning.
Feels like winning. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and then we'll have another beer for our first official podcast of the evening.
I was already leaning back.
I saw that. I was testing you. All right, be right back.
I feel like I've been transported into the world of anime. I'm watching some Joseph Joestar.
Oh my gosh! Do you have some JoJo Bizarre Adventure you need to talk about? Do we have an update on more anime? Keith's anime watch. I should have created a new graphic for this.
Yeah,
I feel bad.
I don't think we need that.
I know, but I think we have some anime fans probably here in chat right now. Do you want to talk about more of what you've been watching? You've been watching
season 2. We're in season 2, like 30 something episodes in. So it's.
And this is
watch a few
JoJo's
episodes.
Bizarre Adventure for
JoJo's
people that were
Bizarre
not here
Adventure.
previous
That's
week.
right.
Okay.
That's right.
Keith was explaining the show to me the other day.
I shouldn't have been doing
like
that.
how it actually worked.
It's been fun though. It's we've enjoyed it.
Have you found any new stands that you've been liking or enjoying?
No, I think I did the Eagle and Peaceful Easy Feeling.
Yeah, okay.
Although the more I should have written these down, but I was actually thinking of some. I'm like, oh my god, that'd be a funny stand. That'd be it. So you could just take a song from your favorite artist and turn it into a stand.
Some of them are stronger and weaker than others.
Yeah, that's right.
A break. They just started. I know. I tell you. We're horrible. But yeah, so while we were out in California last week, like I said, this is kind of the pre-show stuff that you guys get when we're live, or if you're watching the full archive version up here on YouTube. When we went to California last week, definitely looked, here and there for beers, but it was just kind of more about, we did some beach stuff. There was a neat like fish place like right on the beach that you could like go and then take it back to like with this little pop-up tent that was really nice as we were on the beach. So that was really cool. But there was like a little fish and chip place and they had mahi tacos and all those kinds of things. So that was nice. But the couple places, like I said, we had beer in a couple places, but didn't really look for any. But surprisingly, this one that we were going to wind up having, we found at Target. They actually had Society beer at Target, which is kind of random. They had the other one that you usually see was at the Pupil IPA.
I don't even know if I've had any Society beer before.
Have you not had anything from them?
Don't know if I have.
Oh, okay.
It's
they're pretty well known. This is one Rich,
I've heard of them. But.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this brewery is one Rich had told me about like way long time ago. About that they like it open like when he was still in San Diego, like they'd been around for quite a while.
Okay.
And he was always talking about that was stuff to try and that people were kind of going nuts for. And it's well, like so most of them have been good. This one we'll do a full taste test on
7/5/22. That's pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, I definitely thought so. Yeah. So if we have any problems with it, it's not because of when it was brewed.
It's not right. Well, it shouldn't be.
It's not a brew date issue. At least we hope not. But yeah, like I said, it was a lot of fun, just kind of going around and looking for some of that stuff. It's funny, like I said, what you can find. I did buy a couple things while we were there because we were looking for like some like board game or like games to kind of play because the Airbnb place we stayed in just had like cards. I thought maybe they might have some, but they didn't. So we bought a Seinfeld trivia game. That would probably be painful if you and Joe played that one. That would probably be a little too easy, but yeah, we bought a Seinfeld trivia game, and then the other one was it was called Blockbuster Movie Night, and it literally looked like it was in a Blockbuster video case. And the board that you put out like has the little Blockbuster stand with the giant ticket on it, and the game itself was actually kind of neat. Like it might be kind of fun because it
movie trivia type stuff.
So it was movie trivia. The shorthand version of like how to play is that you. Initially, there's a card that you flip over that's like the duel card, and the two people that are going to be like giving clues and stuff first that are on opposite teams, that flips over and it'll say like movies with a dog in them. And the first person that can think of one hits this buzzer that they give to you. You hit the buzzer and you say that movie. And then you have to try and keep thinking one. It keeps going back and forth until one of you can't think of a movie with a dog in it. Like a movie featuring a dog.
It's almost Family Feud-ish.
That part is a little bit because it's like, because you keep going back and forth, and it's like every time you hit the buzzer, there's like a 15-second timer. So you have 15 seconds to try and think of the next one. Because there was one with like movies with giant monsters in it. Was like the thing you had to do. And anyway, so then the winner of that goes to this other pile of all the movie like trivia, all the movies that you have to try and pick. So you pick out 3 of those. You pick out 6 of those. This one person looks at them, decides which 3 he thinks are the easiest, and keeps those and gives the ones that he thinks are harder to the other person that lost that first round.
Okay.
Then on the other side of the board, so then on the board, there's 3 spots. One spot says movie quote, one spot says act it out, and the other one spot says single word. So you take those 3 cards I gave you, and I have my 3, and I have to decide which of these ones would be the easiest to say one word, one word from the movie and like know it.
Okay.
Another one, like, it's like, okay, this one I could act out, like basically, and you can't speak, like, so it's like Marcel Marceau, like pantomime. So that one, and then the other one is like a quote from a movie that you'd say. So you put all 3 of those down. And then, like I said, the person that won gets to go first, do their cards. They don't have to go in order. They can pick whichever one they want to start with, but they go through. If they get all 3 of theirs done, great. If not, if there's one that they didn't finish, then the other team, if they are able to finish theirs within this quick, whatever they like the little timer like that's going on, if they're able to finish theirs in that amount of time, they can try and steal the one that you didn't get finished. So that's like their little advantage thing.
Okay.
And then at the end, the whole idea is there's 8 different categories. There's like animated movie, action movie, this kind of like, so there's 8 different, and you have to try and get a card from each category.
Oh, okay.
So like as you're doing it, it's like at the end of each round, it's like if you have cards that are extra from something, you can like put them down and like take a different card and like do all these kinds of, so we didn't get into that. We just kind of did the trivia part and stuff. But like I said, yeah, that was overall, it was kind of fun. You definitely have to play with people who know, movies and things.
Wow, one word.
I don't know if that would be. I had one of the ones I had in a set was I had to act out. I chose to act out Vertigo.
Oh gosh.
I chose, and then for one word I picked Ghostbusters was the thing. So I said Slimer.
Oh, okay. I was like, so you said the word Ghostbusters?
No, yeah, no, I can't do that.
What are you gonna call?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
That would have been the phrase you could have said.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what was the other one? The other one was a movie quote. Now I can't remember what that one was. It was great too. So Joe had the one. It was because we were going at the same time. So Joe had one, and the movie quote he had to do is he looks at Leslie, and goes, "It's not your fault."
Okay.
So what movie is that?
I know what it is. I can't think of the title. It's Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, it's so funny. So Leslie goes, I love that movie, Dead Poets Society.
Oh,
we all just start dying laughing. Like, no, Robin Williams, yes, but not the movie. So that was funny. So I got to steal that one at some point. That one I got to steal because I didn't get that one. And then I think, God, I can't remember what the one. But Vertigo, actually, Rachel got Vertigo. I couldn't figure out what to do. Well, so I tried to kind of do that. The first thing I did was like I pretended like, because I remember those Vertigos where like he's falling, and I kind of tried to do that, and she's like, Mission Impossible, because I was kind of like Tom Cruise. They're like, no, and I wound up. We were actually, our place that we were at was on the second floor, so I ran out over to the balcony, kind of like looked over and like kind of went like that a couple times. I don't know how she got it. I wouldn't have gotten it, but she was like, Vertigo, and I was like, holy shit,
scared of the ocean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the beach waves are coming toward us, Mr. Marbles. But yeah, we didn't get to play the Seinfeld one, but yeah, I think that one would be kind of fun. Kind of like, well, because Joe has the Cheers one too. That would probably be could be a disaster for anybody playing against us. All right, so we're gonna do a podcast.
I'm ready.
Did you get a lot of gaming in while you were on your staycation?
Yeah, we continued with the latest patch.
The latest patch of the TFT.
Of the TFT.
The Team Fight Tactics.
That's right.
And the
last night,
other thing that I never remember the name of.
It was down League of Legends.
Double down.
Double
dare.
Double up.
Double dare. Double up. Bubble up. 007. Double.
They were down for like something that happened last night, so they weren't letting any ranked gaming happen last night. So so it was a game-free evening. So we watched more amazing JoJo's Amazing Adventures.
Oh, okay. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Yes, bizarre and amazing.
She has vertigo. Hope it doesn't mess with her balance too much. Thankfully, she actually doesn't have vertigo. She just got my clue of going for the movie Vertigo drafty. Yes. But how's it going? Good to see you. But yeah, so we're gonna do a podcast here. We've got a beer, a featured beverage, as it were. I've taken down, this will go up, usually one of these podcasts will go up the following Thursday. The archive of this show, minus a little bit at the beginning when I forgot to hit the record button, will go up on Tuesday. So if you're missing any of that stuff, a good place to go is a shameless plug. YouTube is always a fun place to go. YouTube is a good place to subscribe there. Yeah, so that is that. But yeah, we're going to record our first podcast of the evening. We had a beer already though. So if you guys missed out on that, here's all the beverages that we are having or are about to have. Okay, I got the right thing. I'm actually
our arc for the evening.
Yeah, our arc for the evening is actually a plateau. It's a straight line.
Well, the overall arc.
Oh, okay, I thought you just meant the beer. So I was like, the beers is just this.
Yeah, beer wise, but then
it goes up a little bit.
Yeah,
it does ramp up a little bit based on on alcohol. It ramps up a little bit. We're living in a society. Oh, yeah,
we're about to be drinking
a society.
A society.
Yeah. So I was on a little bit of a vacation last week, and when you're on vacation, at least for me, usually it's kind of not only about the place you're going, but also what are the beers you can find, the other different spirits you can't find locally where you're normally at. And luckily at our local Target,
local in California,
local California Target,
yes.
They actually had some hazy IPAs that you can only find out there, which was kind of shocking to me, especially for this brewery.
Did they have Russian River?
No, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I probably would have taken an immediate
Russian
picture and
River
then
at
cleaned them
Target.
out of everything that they had. But yeah, so we've got a hazy IPA from California for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Glorious Odds New England IPA from Societe Brewing Company out of San Diego, California.
That is correct. 7.5% ABV.
ABV, and we were talking about this before. I don't know if I've had anything from Societe Brewing, so I'm about to change that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've had, like I said, their Pupil, I think, is the one that's kind of been around for quite a while. They've got a couple different ones of those. And actually, I've even had that at, like I said, one of our favorite places to go when we're in California is Public House La Jolla. And I know at one point, I think they even did they had like a Society beer night. So then I think we came the next day and they're like, oh, we still have all this stuff on tap. And it was like, so I remember that was one of the first times I think I had tried some of their stuff. And usually it has been pretty good. I've never had, I think I've had any stouts or anything from them. So like I said, it's mostly been pales and IPAs and things. So hopefully can find one of those in the future if they make one. If they do, let me know down in the comments. I'll definitely start looking for it.
This is brewed with Idaho 7, Mosaic, and Azaka. Is that how it's pronounced?
It's good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hops.
Yeah, 7.5%. Also, we are filming this on the 21st of July. This was canned on the 5th of July, so very fresh.
Quite
which is
fresh.
Also kind of a nice option. Surprisingly, also because we were at a Target.
That's.
I kind of thought maybe it would be
fresh
a little older.
Beer at a Target.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. You didn't go to the Target in search of beer, did you? Did you stumble
No, we went there
across
for a couple other things, and I was like, oh, we should have. We had bought some other beers that we had there that were, like I said, we can get into, and we'll probably get into on the archive of the show. Or the full live show if you want to find that at YouTube, that we may talk about. Like I said, nothing like super amazing to write home about that we found. Like we tried some different things, but yeah, no, it was not initially there. And they were like, oh, let's see if they have anything. And they had. I was like, oh, I've never seen this one, so we grabbed a 4-pack of this. So
and fresh it is.
Fresh it shall be. To the aroma,
yeah.
Sweaty table. They make a lot of different styles, lots of Belgian, some sours. I don't know if they've had their Belgian or their sours. I may have had one of their, like maybe if they did like a Belgian IPA of some sort. I know I've actually been to their place at some point. I don't know if did we go there together? For some reason, I remember going in there and seeing like a board of all their stuff. So maybe I have had some of those. I just don't remember a stout, but
I had a milk stout from Casa Agria. Remember, I think you had a few things from them a couple months ago, and then I bought, and it was very good. I had that. I got that at Tap and Bottle.
Oh, nice. I should actually go through their website. Bring that up quick. I think we had a sour here. Okay. Society.
Hello.
I have some I have been cellaring. Oh no. Yeah, the Pupil, Coachman, explore our lineup. Harlot. They have a light Society light beer. Bulbous Flowers Hazy IPA. Good of the Public San Diego IPA, crisp light and PG. Oh, they do have the Butcher, dark, roasty, and sinister. Excuse me. Butcher is used with profound roasted notes and a smooth finish. That sounds good. The Butcher. Anytime I see Butcher now, it just makes me think of the boys. Butcher. I'll have to keep an eye out for some of those then. But yeah, I think they even do some barrel aged stuff too. Like maybe if you actually go to the brewery itself. Ready?
I think so.
What do you think?
Was expecting a little bit more, but there is some pine and like some stone fruit. That's nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't like jump out of the glass.
It's got the double
But it's
P for
good.
me. Little pine, little peach.
Pine and peach?
Yeah, like I get
The
kind of
PP?
those two things in there that are pretty good. The pine kind of especially, like I said, hazy's like if I get pine, like I always like, as silly as it sounds, like to me, it's like, oh, that's unique.
Yeah.
You know, even though it seems like more people are doing that, and it's actually been nice lately. People are adding a little bit more bitterness to their hazies too.
Yeah.
So they're not just kind of a sweet fruit bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, no, I like the aroma. Like I said, yeah, it's not like, oh, it's not like
Right.
it's, you know,
But that's fine.
but
Good.
yeah, no, it's good.
Okay.
You have that one, not Diablo. Is there a Diablo one too? Not enormous. Not enormous. There's that one. The Bachelor.
And these aren't available in Arizona, right?
I don't think so.
Aye.
Not even these.
Aye.
Yeah, this core lineup I don't think is available.
Diablo.
That says core lineup, specialty IPAs, and then specialty styles. That's all it shows. I don't see anything else. I wonder if they have it. Like, does it show store? Tasting room, beer garden. You said the butcher. Oh, yeah, I did say butcher. It makes me think of the boys, but not, but not Diablo.
We finished watching Severance. Had we finished that one?
I don't
The
remember.
first season.
Oh, I think we did because we talked.
Okay.
Because that's Adam Scott, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We watched the whole.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it started out a little slow, and you kind of wonder what's happening. But no, it was good. We're excited for season 2.
Oh, okay.
So look forward to that. I'll have to probably subscribe to Apple Plus TV because I don't think it's coming out within the next couple months. So I got 3 free months when we got at the phone.
Oh,
so,
did you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And you said you
so-
watched all of
Ted Lasso.
all of Ted Lasso is
Yeah,
done.
after
Did you give? Like I said, I don't know if you would like it or not. I have not even watched it yet, though. There's also that show I was telling you about with Rob McElhaney from Always Sunny, but it's like a video game thing.
Yeah, and that's on there too.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's on Apple Plus
I-
too. You might as well give it a shot.
Yeah, I forgot it. There was that, and there was something else that I was read about. It was like For the Good of Man or something. It's called, and it has something to do with like space race and what if certain things had gone differently. And I guess that's been on for 2 or 3 seasons, but
Oh, okay.
but I haven't started watching that. So what's the one with the Always Sunny guy called?
Shield something?
Agents of Shield.
Agents of Shield.
Okay.
No, that's
All right,
not
I'll
it.
look that
What is that called?
Mythic Quest.
Mythic Quest. There we go.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Oh, HJ was on it.
Mythic Quest. Okay, there we go. I think I forget it every time I have talked about it with him too. He's like, "What's the name of that show again?" Yeah, we need to watch that. Yeah, I finally I tore through Stranger Things.
I know. I was watching
I have one
your
episode.
tweets.
I have one episode left. So I have
It's
not watched.
it's a long one, so you got to carve yourself.
I know.
out.
I'm trying to make sure I've got like just the right amount of time. Positron, how's it going? Good to see you.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I've
carve
got
out
like
a lot of time for that last.
yeah, it's about
episode.
2.5 hours, but that's the one. Like literally, this episode better be amazing because this is the one. The whole reason I watched all the other series is just to hear a little Master of Puppets at some point.
What
So,
have you? I know you said you liked season 2 better than season 1.
Yes.
Overall,
So overall, I was saying the other day that if season 4 sticks the landing, I'll probably like season 4 the best, then 2, 1, then 3.
but overall, you've
Overall, I
liked
enjoyed it. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. It's definitely
Okay.
and it's gotten better too. Like I've always liked about 2/3 of the show, and then it's just slowly that other 1/3 that I was kind of like,
Yeah.
like that has become less and less. Like I said, because the kids are like I said getting a little older, and
Yeah.
like I said, some of the things some of the choices that they made in season 4 have been a lot. I think they haven't made very few missteps in season 4.
Yeah.
Like I said, season 3 I thought I was gonna like a ton. Like the first 3 episodes of season 3 are like really good. I was like, oh my God, this is going to Egypt. And then it kind of, there was some stuff in there that fizzled out. And like I said, the end of season 3 was kind of a bummer. Pretty good. It took one of my certification tests for my first certification last month and I passed it. Nice. Congratulations, Positron. That's awesome. Certification number 1 in the books. Yeah, I didn't like the ending of season 3 where it's like literally like the long moment between Hopper and Winona Ryder. They're looking at each other and she's got to like pull 2 keys and like do that whole thing. And he's just standing knowing he's going to be electrocuted. And then, you know, in season 4, they find a way that he's not actually electrocuted. But
well, yeah, because you even at the end of season 2, there you get at the end of season 3, you get somebody is alive in Russia.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
exactly.
thinking it's probably him. So.
You're right. Which was just kind of silly because everyone else somehow immediately gets vaporized, but he only just gets blown the other way. I was like, okay. It's like, so that was kind of lame. And then also in the amount of time that they stared at each other lovingly and longingly, knowing it was their last moment, he could have run for cover. He could have run any which way. Yeah. It really made me mad. Like as I was watching, I was like, move. Dude, run, go under the thing.
Even in season 4, when they get to that church, I think the first time we were like, what are you doing? Just get out of there. You know,
I know.
It's like,
they're just
stop
like,
looking.
Hey, let's look for things.
Stop hugging. Stop doing it. Yeah.
Too much love
get
fest
away
right
from
now. Go.
I'd be like, it's great to see you. Let's go.
You are still in Russia.
Yeah.
You hug in America.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that was also, but yeah, the two of them just looking and then her like doing the key pull thing. I was just like, I was just kind of, that like to me kind of bothered me. And there was a couple other like little things in that one too. Can't remember if that was season. I might. It's fortunate season 2 and season 3 run together a little bit because all of a sudden I was trying to think of because the other part that I didn't like and I can't remember if it was is it season 3? Because how did they get to? Because they go to Russia. Oh, they're not in Russia. They're still in America. That's why. But it's Russians in America. That's where my brain got off. So yeah, it might still be in season. I think that was the other thing I didn't like then too. I think that's when they go visit and they find the mom and her sister is there taking care of her. Is that in season 3? You know, because it's Winona Ryder and Hopper. They go visit and they find the mom and they're talking with her and they're like, yeah, well, you're not going to get much out of her because she's just catatonic and she's just saying, you know, rainbow and you know, all those things.
Yeah.
So they talk with her and then the sister's like, oh, you want to see the room? She hasn't changed it at all. And they go to the room and they show it and they're saying something and they're like, oh, but you know, that's where they start having the whole thing. Well, oh, it was actually a miscarriage. And then it's like you as the viewer very easily put together like, oh no, they stole another child and they took Elle and like all this kind of stuff. That was like, it's like this wonderful moment, at least for me, where I was like, oh, that make, you know, like, and it happened. Like, it wasn't like, I don't think it was difficult. I'm not a smart man, but I don't think it was difficult to put together. And I was like, oh, and then it was literally like, they're like, we don't trust our audience. We think our audience is really stupid. So we're going to have the sister say one sentence about powers, and then we're going to show a shot of Elle, and then we're going to say another sentence about powers, and we're going to show a shot of Elle. We got to do this 4 times because our audience is dumb. They won't get it that it's actually, that's her daughter. And I was just like, this is so ridiculous. Okay. You did not need to do this. Because it was this wonderful moment. They walk in, and she says something, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like that. And all of a sudden it was like, then she's like, yeah, and I thought she'd have powers too. And they thought, and those powers would be from LSD. And they'd probably shave her head. Like they show all this. It's like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, stop. So I think that was also in season 3. If that was in season 2, maybe I hate season 2. No, like I said, I remember season 2, like finishing it.
Overall, you're enjoying it.
Yes. No, overall, I'm enjoying the show. I'm glad to watch it. I'm excited to see where it goes. And like I said, hopefully, like I said, if season 4, I've enjoyed season 4 thoroughly. It's been really good. Matthew Modine has been really good. I like Paul Reiser through all the seasons.
Yeah,
that was one of the smart things I thought they did because they played your perceptions of Paul Reiser of aliens against you in the whole time because you're thinking like he's going to be this jerk and turn the corner at some point, but he actually turns out to be the one that's still trying to be helpful and knows that these experiments maybe need to be done, but then also at the same time he's trying to help and save these kids and stuff like that. So that little turn was very smart because everyone else, like I said, again, if you're someone of our age, you know what his character was in there. So you're thinking aliens, like, oh God, he's playing that jerk again. Yeah. Because that was kind of what they laid into like in the first season where it was like they kind of played on very, you know, well-worn tropes, but then this one they kind of switched. So I like that a lot. And he was a good character too. Like I said, Matthew Modine and everything, but
Papa.
Yeah, that's always curious. Papa. Daughter. But yeah, no, and I like I don't want to spoil anything in season 4 because some people haven't watched that yet, but yeah, the orderly guy is very good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Although That I think I was surprised that I picked up on the thing with him.
Yeah, we were
Also,
discussing what was going. We didn't know whether he was good or bad.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it, and then so
I had a feeling. I kind of had a feeling, because also I thought the voice kind of sounded, there was something in the voice. I was like, that kind of sounds.
We're going to finish this before we podcast.
I know, I forgot. We have to finish the podcast, don't we? I forgot where we were at.
Yeah.
All right.
To the taste.
To the taste?
Yeah.
Well, we did that
We
part.
did that part, yeah.
I was like, we did that part, right?
Well, it was just refreshing.
Okay.
It was a reset.
I needed to reset and think about it for a second. Okay. Now I'm ready.
It's quite tasty for a Target beer. No, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
If I found it at a Target, I'd be no.
Yeah, I was happy that we found this at Target.
Definitely has the bitterness to it, and it's kind of like what was in the Aroma to me. Those things are there, just not like over the top, but enough, and it's good.
I would agree. Yeah, like I said, it's not it's not the most over the top hazy IPA I've had, but it's very balanced. Like I said, both those flavors. Like I said, it's the stone fruit or peach, and like I said, and the pininess, a little bit of bitterness is there. No, I think it's a really solid hazy IPA, and like I said, I honestly don't remember what this cost. We bought it as a 4-pack. I think it was $12 or something like that. I think it was a little bit cheaper on the cheaper side, but I could be wrong. Down in the comments, hit me up if I'm completely wrong about what
if
these
you're
are.
paying $3 for especially in California.
Yeah,
$3 for
it must have been a little more than
16-ounce beer.
My mind is probably not right on that one, but no, I think
4. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, no, very solid, delicious hazy IPA, I would say. Also solid and delicious is our website.
And somewhat hazy.
And somewhat hazy. Is AboutBeverages.com. That's where you can find everything that we have ever done, whether it's podcasts, videos, recipes, reviews, stories, articles, all that kind of stuff can be found there. If you only want the latest videos, YouTube is the place to subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate that. You can find archives of not only our podcast, but our entire shows that we do every Thursday evening. You can find all of that stuff there. If you only want the audio version of the things that we do, podcast specifically, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast, all that stuff. If you have a favorite podcasting app, just search for About Beverages. We will probably be there, and hit the subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And while you're doing that searching, you may come across some other things too.
The social media things?
Yeah, the social media things.
We like to call them the pillars, the 3 pillars here at About Beverages, which are Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date on what is happening at our website. Like earlier tonight when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific, when we get together and we try some things, record podcasts, interact with people who drop in for some chat. Just have some fun, have some fun, have some beverages. Throughout the week, Andrew's going to let you know what he is doing in the gaming world, what he's going to be, what games he'll be playing, and what he's going to be drinking and keep him hydrated and refreshed.
There you go.
As he plays those games. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
And that is a podcast. The Stranger Things. I don't know why that was in my. I don't know what that quote is from, but someone literally found that the other day. I didn't even remember that this was in there.
The front half of my tongue gets a little bit of love.
That must be from a podcast.
That must be something we say. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That sounds like something we'd say.
Yeah, I think it was Lucky that found that the other day, because I think there's an exclamation point Keith as well, and that one just talks about how amazing you are, something like that he had me put in there. So that was
you
there.
Guys. That's the mythology of only being here once a week.
It is. Yeah, because also
the lore.
He found that one, both of those, and then he was like, is there anything else? And he's like, are there any other Keith ones? And he puts in exclamation point gun show, exclamation point flex, exclamation. I was like, all this. I was like, no, I don't think I have any others. I think that's it. You found the secret one. But yeah, no, that's, like I said, that's good. Like I said, I can't remember. I don't know, maybe I can find
Society
what
at
the
Target.
price. Yeah, something. See if maybe
View your deal.
Let's see. Agreeable folk, good to the public. Here are some of the ones. All right, there's the pupil. All right, let's see what this one says. So this one's $13. So I might not be too far off.
12 pack. Or six pack.
6-pack of 12 ounce ones. So yeah, so this is a 4-pack. So
72 ounces.
Might not be quite as far off as I thought.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Well, I don't feel as bad then. I kind of wanted to look to make sure. I was like, that was $18. I was like, oh my God, I don't remember paying that much.
What was happening?
What's with these people?
But yes, I finally did finish watching Frasier.
Oh yeah.
Which was a little bit weird because I think as long as I hadn't watched it. Hello.
Mechatalk. Hello. How's it going?
It was always one of those things I still had, of a great sitcom. But yeah, then it became my quest, and I finished it. It was when I was looking at the episode lists as I got toward the end. It was only showing the first half of the last episode, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding!" But sometimes Hulu does that where they don't have all.
Oh, that's
and
weird.
then I thought, well, I wonder where you watch it because and then I saw you could. I think you can also stream it on Amazon Prime, but I'm not sure. And then I thought, well, I know one of you guys I think has it on. Blu-ray.
Joe does, yeah.
Okay. And I was over at Mom's the other day, and I asked. I said, "Do you have that?" And she's like, "No," but she has Monk.
Yeah, you want to watch Monk?
But then when I got to because I'm like, well, I'm going to just see if I can find it on YouTube, or maybe I'll have to pay a couple bucks to watch it. But it went right into, it didn't list it. Because how it lists episodes. And then after part 1, it listed Cheers, the first episode of Cheers.
Oh, did they just combine part 1 and 2 into one episode?
Well, I had thought it did, but timing wise, it didn't on the screen. It was only showing it as for whatever reason, though, it did go to the last episode. So I did finally see that, which I'd seen little bits and pieces of those last few.
You loved Monk? Yeah, I know. You guys always really like Monk. Yeah, my mom loves Monk too. Tony Shalhoub is a national treasure.
But
which we actually just saw him today too, because he was in the Frasier where I don't like him. I just don't like him.
Oh, yeah.
He burns down the whole shack.
He goes, he's obsessive.
Now, why is he? No, I do like
that
him.
one.
You said
thing,
you don't. Don't lie to me. You're a smarty pants. Don't like that you're a smarty pants.
Well, that was, and then there's the Frasier where he's looking for the 1,000 or the one episode he can't find.
Oh yeah,
so, and that's kind of what then Mom even mentioned. She's like, it's like that one episode. She's like, that's the one episode you can't find. And I'm like, but like I said, fortunately it was on, and I did find that. So, and I think there's going to be a reboot. That's what I was reading there. I know they've talked about that.
They've talked about it for a while. I think the scripts are being kind of finalized. I don't know if that show needs a reboot. Like, I don't know if that would be. It's gone. It's been so long now. Like, I just don't know if that would just work anymore. He's great in Ms. Maisel. Actually, yeah, like I said, my brother Joe has said that too, because they watched that Marvelous Ms. Maisel as well. Or Maisel, however you say that. But yeah, they've watched that too. That's really good.
Well, he was in that show. I mean, he's been
a lot of different
obviously
things.
Wings.
Yeah.
And then he was in that show with
Love Wings.
With Neil Patrick Harris that had like a season, Stark Raving Mad. I don't know if you ever.
Oh yeah, because his name was like something.
His
name
was Stark,
okay.
And he was an author, and he's crazy. And that I remember watching a little bit of that when it first came out, and that was funny. But no, it was good. I liked how. Did you recognize that they brought back Andy with an I?
Yeah,
she was what's her name, Jennifer Tilly or Meg Tilly or whatever Tilly that was. She was in it there at the end, and that was kind of a funny episode because she's like, I met more people here tonight in your apartment than I have at the bar because people kept showing up.
Yeah. But that's a good one.
No, it was good. It like you said, it kind of closed a lot of the loops, with Maris. We'll never see Maris again because she went off to the island, and Lilith, and just a lot of So there was,
they got to do their last episode, like say all their goodbyes, because and
the third person playing Nanny G.
Yeah, that's right. The third person playing Nanny G. That's right. Because there's those other ones later on where he has the conversation in the car between his mom, Nanny G, and like
right. That's
Lil,
totally different.
Yeah, there's that. That's a different. Yeah, that's. And she's
that's Don Juan in Hell. That's a good episode too. But no, it was good. So I was glad to. And then I revisited that one episode that you talked about, the last one of season 2.
Yeah.
dark.
Take a little
victory.
bit more, and another
Yeah.
piece, and another
Yeah.
piece. And then at the one whiff of mesquite coming from below or whatever, you immediately leave. The
Yeah.
doctor is out. Yeah, no, I love that because that's so true. Like I said, not only about people, like you don't think about, like people that are, it's like, oh, you're so easy to talk to. And it's like, well, sometimes that person gets a lot of people that talk to them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
so sometimes their day is not going to be as perfect as it could be, or, or you're just looking for something, looking for something. But yeah, there's so many, the casting crew. Oh, I'm glad you finally watched. I'm glad you like I said, yeah, I
Yeah, it was
really
good.
liked,
I'll miss the coffees.
that's the line I always think of. Yep. I think of that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so.
And they didn't make it too, like they didn't then show them going to have that coffee
No.
the next day,
No.
which I thought they might
No.
do that, but then, so then I guess.
No, they didn't
so-
need to do the Stranger Things. They just let you have it in your
yeah,
mind.
so
You
then
got
he-
it.
And then he was going to Chicago.
Yeah.
Thank you for going to landing.
I thought that was perfect. Like I really thought that
And
stuck the landing, and I like her too. So then maybe that played into
Yeah,
it
no,
because I like
Lenny
her
was
a
good.
lot.
Uh-huh.
And their whole relationship is great.
Well, he
and, then
was
her
funny.
and then her boyfriend,
Aaron Ecker.
Aaron Ecker is great.
He's like, hey, buddy. Yeah.
He's so oblivious to like everything going on.
Yeah, just
He doesn't care.
Hey, let's go, Fraser.
And then when they sit down because they're having the dinner and he speaks to him in French, and all of a sudden Aaron
Yeah.
Ecker's speaking French. He's like, oh no. He's like, you shouldn't. He's like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You should order this thing. He's like, oh, you speak French.
Yeah.
But
Just bring us 2 plates. He won't be staying. Oh no, I'll be staying.
Yeah. When he
Yeah.
makes the dinner for her and he
Yeah.
walks in and sits down.
Yeah,
and
no,
he's
there was some.
I know what's going on here. He's trying to just make you feel better because I've been a jerk the whole time. It's like, okay. Yeah. They did that like just the right amount.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was very funny. And yeah, she was great. You're my only client. It was kind of like, but yeah, that's stuff. Yeah, because then don't they like, is she driving? They keep missing, so he keeps like having to drive further.
Yeah, detour. Is
Yeah,
that?
they keep. Yeah, the
Yeah.
detour stuff was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss the coffees.
I miss the coffees.
That is the line. But yeah, that's yeah.
I
that's
like
a
the
great
episode too. That was like a couple. It was called like the croc, or the story of the croc, where they started out with him seeing it like present, and then they traced it like all the way back to where he originally got that croc, and it came with the cheese.
Yeah, because that's the one. That's the episode too where I talk about where then they decide how the very first time to have sherry.
yes, that's the.
Yes, I love
Niles,
that.
would you like a
episode.
scotch? Oh, I'm out of scotch. He's like,
And he's- no.
how about a sherry?
Oh,
yeah.
I love. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you. I thought
that
that
was
was in
good.
the last season. That one is great.
That was good.
Yeah, they had some really inventive. Like I love shows like that, and like that's sometimes like I said, I know we always talk about Breaking Bad a lot, but they do that a lot too. Where it's like, oh, that's so inventive in a way to tell a story or the way to show
Yeah.
information and stuff like that. I mean, that's what always the same thing with like Pulp Fiction and sometimes like Tarantino. Like that's why they're so unique and different. Is because
Yeah.
not only the dialogue, but it's like he's showing you things in certain ways that then you'll put it together at the end or they come together. But yeah, that one's great because they keep going just backwards and then Niles, do you have a scotch? He mentions earlier on, and I think I even wrote it down because there's something where he's trying to like. He's like, oh, get someone a drink, and he's like, well, I've got an 18-year-old single malt that I've been wanting to have, and like he's like going through very specific. They're like, just get him a drink. And I'm like, I think Niles is freaking out about something, and he's like, oh, I'm kind of out of this, but I have. He's like, and I have this 18-year Highland that I've been wanting to. It's a little bit peaty. You're like, what he says? It's like, yeah, it's so good.
We have is it a bourbon or is it, what is it? No, it's
It's
a
whiskey.
whiskey, not bourbon.
They called it Rancho Relaxo, and so do
and
we.
so do we.
So do we.
Yes.
So this is from Pacific Coast
Rancho
Spirits. They're in
Relaxo.
Oceanside, California. They do have a bourbon. They do have a white rye whiskey. They do a couple different types of gin,
Okay.
which I had some gin. Oh, that was what I had. One of the drinks I had. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter that I posted.
Did see,
But one of them was gin, and the gin was infused with lapsang.
I did see that, yes.
Yeah. It was,
Smoky gin sounds good.
it was delicious. It was that, and then it was in like a mixed drink. It was almost like a little Paloma-ish, like because it had some fruit. I can't remember if it was grapefruit juice or whatever else was in there, but that was quite delicious. But anyway, I wanted to have their gin.
Oh, I wonder if Baker has tried the Rear Admiral gin yet.
Oh,
Because we made she gave me a pound of coffee. I gave her the bottle of gin.
oh, nice.
It wasn't actually, we weren't actually bartering or anything. It
Oh,
just
okay.
happened to be what was happening. I had that for her.
Just
She had that for me. Yeah. They happened at the same time.
But yeah, they make a California bourbon. This is their American single malt. This is their flagship whiskey. This one is really, they do a couple different batches of this every year. They're kind of different each time. let's see. This one, I don't know if this is kind of a random description. I think on the side of the bottle, it tells you what batch it is. And then you can I thought they said you could search on their website. I could not find that on here, but if someone happens to be working for the distillery and wants to let me know, I couldn't find exactly where to search for, where it tells you a little bit more about that. But I think I have the paperwork, which I'll look quickly, that tells you. But anyway, so they're kind of going the single malt tradition. I believe this one's been aged 4 or 4.5 years. But I got that as a flight. You can get flights of everything that they do. So they break it up by you can do a flight of their whiskeys, which I did this one, which I did their bourbon. I didn't have their white rye, which is interesting. And then I had their single malt, and then I had another one. There was 3 whiskeys that we tried. They had the gin you could do in a flight. They had the agave ones. That was a place I could have gone to easily twice. I would have liked to have tried their agave based spirit or tequila. Cause I think they had a reposado. They had a reposado and a blanco there. They usually have an añejo, but I didn't think they'll have that one available. But yeah, they had a really good selection of stuff. And again, what we did have, whether it was the drinks or whatever else, was pretty good. Their California bourbon is 75% sweet corn, 10% California 2-row barley, and then 15% is a different specialty grain each time they do a batch. So no batch is the same. So again, kind of like wine, where it's we kind of let a blend a little bit kind of decide the way they're going to go. But yeah, all the stuff from California. Not bartering, you say? No, we were not. Thank you. But have you tried it yet? Have you tried the gin yet? That is the key. Have you tried the gin? So let's go grab that, and then we'll get to trying a spirit. I did open it a little bit early. Not that it's a super high proof. I think it's around 90-ish. But I did kind of crack it open a little bit to kind of let it air out. Crack it open a little bit. But let's go grab those things, and then we will be right back.
We might have an internship job available.
Yeah, for Guardian Down, maybe have an internship.
Oh, yeah.
We have an unpaid internship if you're interested in that, Guardian Down.
So when those beers make Andrew fall asleep, we still have somebody running the board.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, an engineer position may have opened up very soon. Deal. There we go. Yeah, we can pay you, and you can have some sips, like a taste of all the things we're in here. That's the best we can do.
Pay you in sips.
Pay you in sips. Can I pay you in gum?
That's a lot of gum.
That's a lot of gum. All right, I did a quick little bit of research. This does not seem to have a batch number on it, so I'm not sure which one that was, and I couldn't find my paperwork. But it is 90 proof. I did find out, or reading on here, and they're very big of this on their website, that is non-chill filtered. That seems to be a big thing.
We had that. The last spirit we had was non-chill filtered.
Correct.
The Derringer, or the Rabbit Hole.
People are very big into the non-chill filtered because supposedly
Screw the chill filtering.
Because supposedly that removes a lot of the good tasting stuff.
Okay.
I was correct though that it has been aged at least 4 years, and I'm pretty sure on the paperwork it said 4.5. So to me that was actually pretty good for, like I said, a local spirit. But yeah, distilled and bottled in Oceanside, California. And the thing on the side of the label says, "Where the mountains meet the ocean."
Ooh.
And then it says, "Walk on the ocean."
A little Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Yeah.
When my beer nuts turn to cotton balls, I'll be coming home to you.
Wow.
That's George Carlin.
Is it? Okay.
He's talking about beer nuts and cotton balls. Yeah, he's saying, when my beer nuts turn to cotton balls, I'll be coming home to you.
All right.
You got nothing for that.
No, I don't.
I know, you like George Carlin.
I'm flabbergasted.
Like that.
I know. Flabbergasted. That sounds like
gasted has been flabbered.
Exactly, all of those things. All right, we're going to do the final podcast of the evening. Obviously, we've been talking about it quite a bit. If you guys have not seen it, these are the other things that we have had. We've had a couple beers already. Links are right there in chat, and we're about to have this Pacific Coast Spirit California single malt whiskey. Full disclosure, I did have this one as a taster, as one of my 3 tasters, so that's how I picked this one.
That's good.
This is the one that I chose.
Okay. But this bottle is untasted.
Bottle is brand new. I opened it just a few hours ago.
You have to keep it hidden until...
I did get asked about it, not literally 2 days ago. She's like, "Oh, is this one?" And she's like, "This one the one?" I said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "And I'm doing a podcast on it. Can you just please wait?" We have 80 other things on the shelf over there. And you have to have this.
See this hutch over here?
Yeah. This
have anything from here.
This hutch of open things. Oh, man. But yeah, so podcast time. See this hutch over here? Oh.
Right next to Starsky.
Right next to, yeah, right next to Starsky.
The Starsky and Hutch.
The Starsky and Hutch. That would be cool to have two Hutches that, like, one of them has like a blonde wig on it and the other one has like a
This is where I keep my tequila and more Blanco spirits.
Yeah, my
and
light,
this is my
white-
darker stuff.
He's my,
It's my Starsky, my Starsky and my Hutch.
That would be amazing. That would be great.
All right.
So it used to be whenever I went out to at least California on vacation, it was all about beer selection, looking for beers, trying to find that kind of stuff. And now definitely I have turned a little bit in that now the spirit world not only is opened up where there's, more types of shops and stuff like that that do carry spirits and different things, but now a lot of distilleries in California have been opening up.
Yeah, true.
Which is always, like I said, it can be a very exciting thing.
And a very expensive thing.
It can also be a very expensive thing. We'll get to the price on the single malt that we've got for this Give It a Shot from California. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Pacific Coast Spirits American Single Malt Whiskey. Whew.
Are you all right? You want to take a breath?
I'm good.
after?
I'm good.
Okay, you need a drink after that one?
Oh, I will, actually.
Perfect.
I think you've got something for us.
I do have something for you. The only thing I would like to say is I feel bad that I don't know if they have dating services for single malts, if they can like get them together in some fashion.
Yes.
Like I said, 'cause I feel like I said two malts can sometimes be better.
We need to bring them to make them make a match made in the glass.
Yeah. Malt matchmaker, make me a match. This is a strong cork. I don't know if you... They spared no expense on that cork.
There it goes.
But yeah, this is from California. This is from Oceanside area. I tried, actually went to the distillery itself. We had some food there. Like I said, enjoyed some different tastes of some different drinks. They have a very wide variety of things. Links to their website is down below if you're interested in any of the other stuff that they have to offer. But yeah, I did a little tasting after I'd had some other things of 3 of their whiskeys. This is the one that I picked out of the 3. So I have had this one, but this bottle has never been opened. You have never had any of this.
I have never. No, I didn't even know this place existed.
I didn't either, honestly, till we got there. It was actually one of the places suggested as we were in town. I was like, oh,
that's
okay.
cool. Wow, they're located there, and and this is all locally grown and sourced ingredients, right?
All locally grown and
Okay.
sourced ingredients, yeah, in California. This one has been aged 4 years.
Okay.
Like they kind of do the winemaking style process to some extent, where every batch is going to be a little bit different. They do a couple different batches every year of this single malt. So whenever it's of all of their whiskeys and a lot of their different things, I think the gins might be a little bit different, which they do have as well. And they do they can't call it tequila, but they have an agave based spirit. But these they kind of do where it's like, well, okay, this time in the single malt, we're going to use this type of malt. And then the next time they use something different. So it's always kind of different things. It is aged 4 years. So that to me was kind of nice for a change, because a lot of times, sometimes these smaller distilleries or new places that have opened up, it's like, oh, 2 years, you say, because they need to get something out. I get it. You need to get product on the shelf.
It's the Distiller's Whim series, we call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, even as you were pouring that, right, that's darker than what. Once again, this isn't bourbon, obviously whiskey, which bourbon is a whiskey, but this is not, because it doesn't have the corn ratio, but that has more of a brown orange tinge to it.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely a much darker look to it. It's kind of it kind of looks like what some scotches definitely look like, because obviously if they're going for the single malt thing, they're kind of going for that rate.
Yep.
But yeah, no, definitely a little bit on the darker side, a little kind of orange brown, maybe a little reddish in there too, a little deep mahogany.
Yes.
The color of bourbon. No, it's not the color. This is actually darker than the color of bourbon.
It is. Yes. No, definitely.
Yeah. The Pantone scale.
It's not the color of bourbon, for sure.
It's not. Did the aroma?
Yeah.
You're open to the spirit. I am open to the spirit world. I am. I'm living in the spirit world. I'm open to your spirits.
We appreciate spirits in our material world.
Spirit.
We don't chill filter our whiskey ever.
Yeah,
the vision point.
They are very big on that, the non-chill filter stuff. I think they may have a shirt that says it's been non-chill filtered.
Oh, they're talking about the heads and the tails and the hearts. Hmm. Okay. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Just there on that last sniff, I remembered that what you'd said about breathing in, that you'd watched a video on breathing in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I did that for one of the or sniffs there. I get different things at the different times that I go in. I've gotten at various times I've gotten a little bit of nut, gotten a little bit of maple, and then I also feel like I smell corn, like a more of like a
I'm getting a little bit of fruit in there as well, along with like the nut.
Yeah, there's a little fruit.
Like I said, little nut, little fruit. Like I said, yeah, definitely there's some oak, like maple, sweet kind of things going on in there too, which is really nice.
And grain, because there's like a grain, getting a little bit of grain that sometimes I was
like
picking
grape
up
nuts?
as not that kind of grain.
Okay. Well, I didn't know, like, like if like a bowl of cereal kind of like grain,
no.
like some sort of bowl of like cereal milk, kind of like grain, like that kind of sweet kind of coming through.
Like you just took a handful of grain and that kind of dustiness that comes with that. And
sorghum. I said some more gum.
I hardly know her.
Yeah. No, I really like the aroma. Like, so there's definitely a lot of little things going on in there that I did appreciate and enjoy. Okay. To the taste?
I need to.
Okay. It's the non-chill filter.
It is.
You're getting all the bits. This whiskey has no chill.
It's a burn. That's what the chill filter gives you. Oh, it actually is. We should talk about it sooner because I am all of a sudden saying a lot of things.
But probably you want like a full like taste it like you haven't.
Yeah.
When's the last? Has it been 2 weeks since your last whiskey? Like whenever you come over here is the only time.
Oh
you have
yeah,
whiskey?
I haven't had anything.
So
since
that's
then.
probably part of it. Sometimes with your
your
burn and your other things. Too.
The last one we had didn't. I don't think all the way down. Maybe it did. We'd have to go back to the video.
You're like, oh, I need that for the YouTuber. You're like, oh. Can I get that for this for the thumbnail? I need you going like,
yeah.
I'm just like, we should get some poses for those. There, it takes time for me to go through and find those. That would be funny. Like, it's not bad. I may go look for that one. The reaction shots we need. I'm just like, yeah. like can't see my hands.
I can't feel my face.
I can't feel my
face. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smooth. Was it they couldn't sell alcohol? That's why that whole thing. On Cheers, they couldn't sell alcohol for like that little. For time they lost their license,
Yeah.
so then they had to pretend like.
Yeah. That show ended well, though. That last episode of Cheers is a good episode.
If you could just cut out the 4 years before it.
Well, I'd have to go back to that, but that last
Frasier and Lilith, like there was stuff like that was good, but
yeah, there was some.
Your
good
main
Frasier
character,
stuff.
like Sam and like
Yeah.
and
I'd
Rebecca,
have to
and
go
like all
back
that
to
stuff.
watch
That's what
that,
was just very painful.
But that last episode, where once they got like past the, that was kind of funny with Diane. Do you really want to, that whole air?
Oh yeah.
But when they got back to the bar, just the way they were all talking and that, and then
You'll always return to her.
Yeah, and that was good.
I think I remember what was it supposed to? Wasn't it supposed to be Bill Clinton was supposed to be on that last episode and something happened because he was the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like when he walks over
and
and says sorry we're closed, like he was supposed to like be trying to like go in there. Yeah, and then like something didn't work out, so they couldn't. So that's why you don't see anybody.
Okay,
which is probably I think actually a better way.
Yeah,
to
it was
do
good. Sorry, closed.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Okay. Well, I talked about the aroma first. I'll let you talk about the taste.
So the thing that stands out to me when I had it there and now even more so is the body. I think there is a really nice viscosity and mouthfeel to the body. Like that kind of jumps out to me.
Okay.
Like it's almost like it's not overly heavy, but there's definitely like an oiliness almost to it, which I really liked. And the flavors that we got in the aroma, I get here in the taste. It's more toward the wood and some sweet, and I get a little bit of fruit. Little bit, like I said, you kind of commented on it, like as we've been sitting here. Like I said, it's for a 90 proof, it seems a little bit stronger going down than maybe you'd expect.
Yeah,
but it definitely like on subsequent sips, at least for me, that smooth. That was kind of like the first one. It was like, oh, but that's always kind of like your body and your palate getting ready for what's about to happen. And then after that, like I said, for me, then it's been pretty smooth overall. My mouth's watering a little bit, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I really like the different flavors that are, like I said, that are in there. And like I said, the body to me is what I really appreciated. You wanted me to talk so that you could not talk?
No, I wanted you to. It's very uneven to me.
Oh, okay.
The burn is there, and I don't know if I've ever fully recovered from the whole COVID taking my senses thing. So I mean, I think I've been better for the most part. I get more of the fruit, and it's almost a little medicinal to me.
Oh, interesting.
Fruit.
Okay.
And then the burn, and then there's like it's like I don't know. I'm not. I agree with you on the body.
You don't have to agree with me on anything.
No, I do. No, I know I don't. And when you said that, I was like, that's true. It does have a nice. It's just it's just kind of, to me, it's kind of uneven, and at least earlier. Now maybe because I've had a couple of other sips, but the first few sips, I was like, oh, I'm getting the fruit, and then I was like, ooh, the fruit almost went too far.
Oh, interesting.
And then. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, like I said, for me, that I do get the fruit, but that's kind of like middle of my tongue, and then that kind of like waves into the sweet and the wood and the oak, which then that's what I get on the finish. Like I don't get like that one. That doesn't linger for me very much. So I'm not like again, but everyone's
and you are absolutely right. I have not had anything higher than probably 10% alcohol, and definitely haven't had any. In the last couple of weeks. So,
like I said, definitely certain flavors.
Especially, I think I remember the Derringer. I think I liked that, the rabbit hole.
You like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, I like them when they have more of that overall and the nuttiness and that little bit. But yeah, especially the burn's kind of gone away. But I was a little surprised by that. But yeah, could just be that. Who knows? Maybe the beer didn't set me up for success.
No,
but,
I don't. I mean, we had
yeah.
the same beers for sure.
No,
we'll
continue to revisit, which is the kind of content you'll see after the podcast if you join us here on Thursday nights.
Yeah, if you join us for the live show or watch the full archive version up on YouTube.
Right.
This is why this works out very well, because it's my bottle and not yours, and I'm enjoying it. So that works out perfect.
And if it was my bottle, I'd sell it to you or give it to you as a gift.
I don't know if you'd gift me this bottle at $80 though.
Oh, $80. Okay.
This would probably be, you'd ask for at least a down payment on that for sure.
I'd use it as part of my my fee toward the site or something.
Exactly.
We'd use it as tender.
It would have been toward the site fee. But yeah, no, like I said, no, it's good that we're having, like I said, a little bit of a discussion about this. That's interesting. My wife has not had this one, so I'm not sure which one. Like I said, she maybe have a little sip of it there, but it'll be interesting to see what she says. But yeah, I definitely get some of the fruit, but I don't get like I said, I don't get that where it doesn't like pile onto each other. Like it doesn't seem to stack, at least for me. Like I said, I get more of kind of the oak. And like I said, to me, I think, and maybe that clouds some of it, like I said, just the body, like the body to me was like, I was like, oh, well, you don't usually get this much body, at least in, some single malts and whiskeys in general sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I definitely did appreciate this one. That's all right.
Well,
agree
good.
to disagree. And if you want to find more times when we disagreed, which actually is not very many.
Not too often.
But sometimes we do. Go search for them in the archives at AboutBeverages.com. You can find everything we have ever done, whether it's a recipe, a podcast, a video, a story, an article, any other kind of musing, something like that. It is all going to be there at the website. If you only want our latest videos, YouTube is a great place to subscribe there. You can always find, like I said, again, all the videos. If you only want audio, we've got you hooked up there too. You got something on the go, you can go Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes. If you have a favorite podcasting app that you enjoy using, search for About Beverages. We are probably going to be there, and we'd appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe. That is super nice. And when you do those searches, usually there's some other things that'll pop up too, not just audio and video.
No, wait, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's like, that's it.
That's it.
No, there'll be something else that'll pop up, right?
They will. The social media things. The 3 pillars of social media that for us are Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which is what we use most often to let you know what is going on at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific. It's when we get together, try beverages.
It's true.
Chat, catch up, have some fun, and just hang out. And like I said, just share with you and with each other. And also Andrew throughout the weeks lets you know what he's going to be doing as far as in the gaming world, as far as what he's going to be playing, what he's going to be drinking while he's playing. And for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether I like it and he doesn't,
or I don't and he does. Wait, that's the same thing.
Either way,
you should still give it a shot.
And that is a podcast. Latecomers in, how's it going? Sunshine, good to see you. Berserker, good to see you too. I'm late, but I'm here. I like this bottle aesthetic. Yeah, it actually is a neat aesthetic bottle. Sunshine, it is good to see you though too. If you want a non-alcoholic burn, Bisco Burn coffee is bomb. I have not heard of that.
Non-alcoholic burn. Extremely hot coffee will work.
Yeah, extremely. Boiling coffee will work very well. So the Vert is half, I would say. Like, I enjoy it. I'm happy that I bought the bottle. It's definitely something, like I said, we went there to the distillery itself. That was one of the places that we went while we were, $80 on it though. Their stuff is not cheap. I actually would have bought a bottle of the gin because, everyone knows how much I like gin.
Yeah.
But that one, they had a California gin and then they had like a London, like more of a London dry type style, which I was going to get.
Okay.
Both of them had lavender, which my wife has an issue with lavender. So I had thought about I don't know if I should get. It's probably not that much. Wouldn't have been that big a deal. But that one I think was $55 for the gin. And I was kind of like, okay. I already know that I have many gins that I love at under $40. So then it's like that one would have to like literally blow my socks off. So but I wanted to come away with something. Like I said, we did go, like I said, it's Pacific Coast Spirits. But
at least if it has lavender in it, you'll know she won't drink it.
That's fair. I should tell her all these whiskeys have lavender.
Lavender.
I'm buying lavender whiskeys now.
Lavender whiskey.
Keith, you're a genius. But there's everything we've had this evening. And if you want the link to the Pacific Coast Spirits, this is their single malt. This page that I actually linked to has everything. They do a ton of different things. They do multiple types of gin. They can't call it tequila, but they do an agave-based spirit. They did several different types of those.
They call it messin' with mezcal. No, wait, no.
That would be really good, actually, if they did that. So they have that one. Like I said, multiple types of whiskeys, some bourbons, all that kind of stuff. This one is aged 4 years, which is I don't think I would like lavender. So it was like the last ingredient on there. So I'm sure it was probably pretty light.
Yeah.
But it's something I would want to try first before I spent that kind of money down. The gins in Starsky, the whiskeys in Hutch. Wait, that didn't sound right. No,
that's right.
That's what we were talking about. See, Guardian
Starsky
gets
and
the
Hutch.
joke. I love
that's
it.
That's right.
That's too good. That was a really good joke earlier. But yeah, like I said, I liked it. I am happy with it. Like I said, again, it had the body. I think the thing we did agree on was the body was really good, which you don't sometimes get out of a lot of different whiskeys. Sometimes the body is not quite there. But this one definitely had a little more viscosity, a little more oiliness to it, which was very nice. And then, How have you been, Keith? I've been doing pretty good. How have you been?
Doing very well, actually.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. Well. And how about you?
That's right. How about you? Where have you been? What have you been doing? What have you been up to?
kiddos had dinner in bed or what? What's going on? Not dinner in bed. Have they had dinner?
Have they
Are they in bed?
Are they?
Maybe
bed?
there's dinner in bed.
Yeah, that's true. Story time.
There's breakfast in bed. There could be dinner in bed.
Do we need to say hi to little kiddos again? Hi.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe they're
clean it
watching
up.
right now.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, hide the alcohol.
Yeah.
We're having milk. Milk and cookies.
Brown milk.
It's gone bad. It's malto milk, cereal milk.
Chocolate milk.
Let's talk about it tomorrow. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Meltdowns.
Oh, no. I need to get by this one. They know we drink. It's okay. All right. But yeah, I really like this one. I'll be interested to see. Definitely could go either way. Like I said, with my wife.
I'll
on
have
this
another,
kind of stuff.
maybe, another time. Maybe next week I'll try it again. Just a little pour.
I can't even put the cork on.
Oh.
I'm working on my own mental health. Well, that's a good thing.
Well, that is good. That's important.
That is always a very important thing to do. Very good. But yeah, like I said, knowing how I am and they're doing things differently, I would probably keep tasting each of these. And if I kept liking it, like I said, that price to me, I mean, I wouldn't buy that like on a daily basis, but something I wouldn't, like I said, as long as I like it, I wouldn't have a problem with going back to that. Cause it's kind of like, I kind of look at it like it's almost like well, if you want something that's more local, not mass produced at a smaller thing, you're going to pay more for it, which I know is kind of the same explanation I can have for the gin, but the gin is a little bit more difficult for me.
I'll have to try to seek out some of there was that, I know I'd read about in Arizona highways within the last year. There's a place out of Phoenix that's a distillery. And I think I'd even texted you about it once and you're like, yeah, we should look for that. So I should see if I can find, actually I'll find that article first and then I'll go back to, maybe I even took some notes on it. We'll find out. See if we can get something from them as well. And be even more local.
That would be really cool.
Extremely local.
Extreme.
It's so local, I made it in my own house. That's local.
That is true. That's the pumpkin porter that we usually do every year.
Oh, that's true. Is there brewing happening?
Not yet. There hasn't been anything happening. You need to know though if there is though.
Yeah, depending on how far out it is. If I get
not particularly.
No, depending on how far out you guys set the date, I could ask for a Saturday off and do a little brewing, figure something out.
Too funny. Too funny. All right. Well, what do we think we want to do for next week? Do you have some ideas?
Well, we have one thing already set.
Oh, that's true. What is it? The pickle tickle.
The pickle. We're going to tickle.
Pickle Rick.
Gin Ricky? No, it's a pickle. It's from Prairie. I could look it up. Prairie pickle, like pickle sour. Let's see.
Got to figure that out. Okay.
Pickle beer. Oh, Pickle Monster is what it's called.
Pickle Monster.
The Pickle Monster.
Okay.
Yes.
Pickle snow cones at Bahama Bucks. That is a mouthful right there. Pickle snow. Actually, I saw a mixed drink today made with, they put pickle juice in it. And I guess that's also like a summertime cocktail thing.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of that.
More of that.
Salty, tart kind of something in there. I'm trying to think of what else was in it, but I think I did save that because I keep thinking like, maybe someday we'll have like a mixed drink show, like do like multiple mixed drinks. So I keep saving these.
I have
little
Campari.
videos of things. Yeah, you do.
Oh wait, no.
You're gonna have that for a very long time, good sir.
We'll make. We can make Boulevardiers though with it.
That's true. That was the best thing you made.
Good. Yeah, it's funny.
I also hear it's good to clean out your garbage disposal. Just pour it right down.
My boss a couple weeks ago, he was buying some Campari, and at first I was telling him, I'm like, next time you need to buy a bottle, I said, I have a bottle I could give you or something, and because I asked him what he made, and he's like, well, I make the Negroni. I'm like, oh yeah. And I said, have you tried the Boulevardier? And he had not. And then a couple of days later, I talked to him, and he's like, yeah, we made him that night. He's like, those are great.
Oh, nice.
So he liked the Boulevardier a little bit. Yeah, in fact, I think he said something about, I don't even need to buy gin anymore or something, along those
lines. Let's not go too far.
Well, at least for that. So
their ice is so smooth and nice. If you gave it a shot, then you should get a bottle for it. You could get both. Do you guys have the Hatch Green Chili Mac and Cheese in Arizona?
We do. It was out of stock for a while, but
is that a seasonal item or is it just?
No, we're just dealing with supply issues pretty much all over the store. So, and frozen mac and cheese was out for a little bit. Okay, good. So she got it. Yes, that's one of my son's favorites now too.
There's a lot of
Go
people
back
that
and
used to
forth.
really
Yeah.
like that one.
Yep, good.
Little spicy
The
mac is
and
never a bad
cheese.
thing.
Yes.
Gonna try it tomorrow for lunch. You've never had? Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be in for a treat then.
You will like that.
The Hatch green chilies are always delicious, like pretty much on anything. But yeah, I'll have to look and see what.
But yeah, so I've got that. We have a new like water at the store I could bring over. It's like called Pure Source or something like that. Like we could do that for like an opener if you want to do that.
I've actually seen commercials now for the ranch water.
Isn't it? It's just such a weird name. I think.
Yeah,
I think of ranch
we kept
dressing.
talking about. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're like, what is this?
No,
Yeah,
that's what Pocket and I talk about. She's like, because now it's like the Dos Equis ranch water, and we always think of ranch dressing.
Yeah.
So there should be a different name for that. Seltzer ranch. I don't know. Something better than ranch water.
Yeah, I would agree.
So
I would agree. All right. Well, we'll figure out something for next week. Then.
Right.
Like
We've got to start on it though.
We got at least a little bit of a start. Did we look at? I don't know. We didn't have anything for the calendar next week, did we?
Oh, I don't know.
Can't remember. I don't think there was anything.
The
around
end of
those
July.
Yeah, I can't think there was anything. Not like National Dive Bar Day again or something like that. Had that link here somewhere. I should put it in somewhere easier to find. Further now because it's been so long. Ah, there it is.
Drinks calendar.
Drinks calendar.
Drinks holiday
2022.
calendar.
All right. So March, April, May, June, July.
28th.
Wine and cheese. Oh, National Scotch Day.
National Scotch Day.
That will be the day before we do that. Maybe I'll have to try. All right. Maybe I'll have to see if I have a Scotch.
Celebrate Scotch.
I'll have to do a National Scotch Day next week. And then IPA Day the following week.
I could buy a bottle of the Trader Joe's Scoresby. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. We can do a compare and contrast. Oh, God.
And whatever's left over, we know what household that can go to.
Yeah, we do immediately know where that can go. There you go. It would be funny if we actually thought it was worse and it was like, no. This is even too low cal.
You can't have it.
This is too low quality even for that.
Still a good amount of it. Who knows?
That's too funny.
Well, we've got some ideas. If you guys have any thoughts, please let us know.
Yeah, hit us
Maybe
up
we can
on
do
all the social media things. We'd appreciate that. Like I said, always let us know either on Twitter, Discord, any of those things. Always, like I said, I'll throw out the shameless plug here. Follow us on Twitter. YouTube is a good subscribe. And like I said, TikTok as well for other fun little content things, whether it's a little tasting reviews or Destiny stuff. All of that stuff can be found on those places. So yeah, definitely hit us up there if you guys come up with either drinks throughout the week, things we should be looking for, all that stuff. Mention it somewhere. We do look at all of those places when it comes time to try and pick things. And if we can find it, like I said, we'll definitely give it a shot because that's kind of what this is all about. Not just us like talking to you about like what we want to, like what we've had and what we want to try, but all the other things.
Is Backyard's quote, is that come from you?
Yeah, a lot of people have adopted the things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's who we're going to raid right now. We're going to go say hi to Backyard. He is doing some Destiny Solstice grind things, which I'll probably be doing tomorrow as well when I get online, probably around 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 11:30 Eastern. But yeah, the two of us will be back next week, correct? There's nothing going on next week, is there?
Not as far as I know.
Okay, we'll be back again next week, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern for more beverage, good times, and stuff.
Things and stuff.
And until then, go say hi to Backyard.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night.